celebration. This is rollback, which is the latest answer to a sausage roll. But instead of using pastry, I'm going to be using these bean curd sheets. Look at them, aren't they so thin? They're almost like cellophane paper. So these are going to be deep fried. The filling, you can add whatever you like, but because I'm here at the Bijan Cafe and Guest House, where they actually produce these beautiful grey oyster mushrooms, I'm going to make a filling out of the mushrooms and some chicken mince. So this is some fatty chicken mince. I'm using chicken thigh that's been minced up, along with a few of these oyster mushrooms. I'm just going to chop them up. I love the texture of these mushrooms, but they also have a really nice woody flavour to them. So you can be quite liberal with them. Add a lot of them because you want to taste them. They're also really meaty. So into the bowl with our chicken mince. To this, I'm going to add some water chestnuts, so it's a little bit crunchy. I've just finely chopped my water chestnuts. And to bind it all together, some eggs. So this is just some egg white, a splash of that in there. About 1 egg white. And traditionally in this recipe, a 5-spice is used. So this is a combination of star anise, cinnamon, there's some nutmeg with there too. So a pinch of that. I love this spice. About half a teaspoon should do. And some garlic. Just mince that on a fine grater. Seasoning. Some sugar. And a good pinch of salt. Be generous with the salt because we do need to season the meat and also those mushrooms to bring out their flavour. Alright, so I'll grab a fork and we just want to mush all of that together. So break that up and we're ready to start rolling. So using one bean curd sheet at a time, we'll place that onto our board. We'll add 1 to 2 tablespoons of the mixture into the bottom third of it, and we can start rolling. So I like to fold over the first little bit, squish it down so it's even, and then fold over, and then keep rolling. And you can see it's really delicate. So what you can do, if it gets a bit too crisp, is just use a damp tea towel just to pat the curd so it's quite pliable. So let's do another one. Grab the sheet, and you can see that's starting to get a little bit crispy. Grab a damp tea towel and just pat that down. And then it'll be much easier to roll. So once I've rolled all of these out, they get deep fried. So the oil needs to be about 180 degrees. And we're going to fry them until they go slightly brown on the outside. These meat rolls, so we'll just take them out of the oil and then just drain off onto paper towel. Now, these bean curd sheets can be found at Asian grocers, so if you want to make these at home, super easy to do. Alright, let's plate this up. Just to dress the plate, I've got some lettuce here, and just giving it a good wash. A little tip when you're garnishing a plate with lettuce is just to place it in some ice water. If you do that, it'll go super crispy and curd just like that. Also, I'm going to add some tomato, just a few slices. I kind of like the idea of serving it with the tomato too, not because it's just pretty, but you can eat it with it, so you could grab a lettuce leaf and put the spring roll, bit Vietnamese style. So I'll just place that over there. And we'll pile up these Malaysian sausage rolls. Hot, hot, hot. Now you can have these as is, or I love to serve this with a little sweet chili sauce on the side. And the name of this gorgeous Saba guest house is Bijan, which means sesame seeds. So in honour of that, I thought I would garnish it with some sesame seeds. It's also a really nice little touch at the end too. It's quite pretty. And there you have it. This is a really delicious delicious street food that you can find scattered all over Malaysia. And this one